Day in the life, torture device edition. Alright, sorry, I mean mouth retractor, but whatever. And this one just gets comfy under my legs. Okay. First off, lots of paper toweling. Why? Because the amount of drool that comes out of my mouth is disgusting. Then we take the mouth retractor out and place it on the paper towel. Next is some lip ointment, which I will line up right in between that gap, all along. Then I'll put some extra on my lips because we don't need those cracking. Then I'll place this with these pointy bits inside my mouth like that. One in, boom, one in, boom. As you can see, they're super flexible. And that stays in my mouth for an hour. So why do I do this? Well, I have scarring around my mouth and I want to be able to fit a souvlaki in, you know? I've actually had this question quite a few times, so here we go. Say hello. Okay, so back in January and February, when my wounds were still new and healing and I was having surgeries a lot, I would have my showers while having my douces. And that's because, of course, I was still in a lot of pain. Then come late February and March, I was able to have my showers while getting my dressing changes awake. And I was able to request as much morphine as I liked, just in case I was in pain. But I didn't really get much pain back then, which was a good sign. And mentally, I was prepared to see myself while they were doing the dressing changes. Now, I can shower like normal. I'm not in any pain showering. The only thing is, I do need a bit of help with this guy, and that's because my back is very tight, which means I can't twist properly to reach my back. And I also struggle to bend down to my legs. I'm going to be having my first consult for laser surgery. Yay! Okay, so we just got back home and I'm super excited to get laser started. So I'm going to be having a session every 3 to 4 weeks, and they're going to be focusing on different parts of my body first and then other parts later on. So the type of lasers being used will be different depending on my level of scarring on my body, and I won't have to go under and have a proper procedure, which is great news. Instead, I'll be having topical anesthetic, which means hopefully I won't be leaving in a lot of pain. Hi guys! So you guys have been asking what laser does for burns, so I'm going to explain that now. There are obviously different laser treatments depending on the burns and the thickness and where it's located. But what the laser can do is create microscopic holes in the tissue of the burn scar, which will stimulate the scar so that it changes over time. The goal is to help the scar mature faster, the colour to become more natural looking and not as red, and to also help flatten the scarring. Another perk is that it can help with your mobility. For me, I know I have trouble with my legs and my back when it comes to tightness, so that's a huge goal for me. Oh, and Arlo wants to say hi again. Hi! Okay, you just eat me. Thanks for watching. Bye! Hi guys, I'm going to talk to you guys today about silicone. So what is silicone and what does it look like? Well, here is what it looks like. Comes in a package like that. That's the silicone right there. It's got a backing on it that I need to pull off. Then I'll cut it into all these tiny little pieces. just like that. Now the reason I do that is so that it fits on certain scars that I want to flatten. Why do I use it on certain scars and not all of my scars? Well, see that scarring on my hand? Look how thick that is and how raised that is. That's why it's only used on certain scars. That way it can flatten and hopefully soften the really big thick scars like this. Now guess how much this little sheet of silicone costs? That sheet costs around $170 just for that little piece of silicone. Hello! Okay, so let's recap this. Since my hands were fully grafted and I had to get the tops of my fingers amputated, I don't have a lot of web space, so not a lot of space in between my fingers. So what they did this time was cut right in between my thumb and my first finger, all the way down into my palm so that they could release it, and then they regrafted some skin there. So my thigh is where I asked them to take skin from. And yes, they have taken skin from there before. They've taken skin everywhere they could on my body. So wherever they go, it's about a third or fourth time that they've used that area. Whilst under, I also got some excess grafting on my face cut off. That way it can get a bit flatter. And some steroid injections put into the, some hypertrophic scarring. So that explains the cuts and bruises on my face. Thanks for watching, guys.